AR-15s are weapons of mass destruction that should have no place in anyone's hands in this country. And if you vote Republican, I believe that you are complicit in that unless you are actively working day and night to change that within your party.
These unknowledgeable fools never cease to amaze me with the nonsense that comes out of their lips on a daily basis. Before we dive into this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you could please share so we can get it out there. And here we go again with the assault rifles, as they like to call them, the AR-15. They're actually calling it an AR-15 in this clip, which is kind of odd to me. I found out, I was like, wow, what's going on? Is there a little turnaround? Nope, it can't be. Weapons of war. This, they want to scare everybody with the big bad AR-15. Talking about nobody. You heard her right there. She's not even talking about police officers, security, which a lot of them have themselves, that they spend lots of money on every single year. But she said nobody should have an AR-15. Really, they have no idea what they're talking about. And you can look this up. The whole ploy, the whole play behind this is they want to get the AR-15 so they can turn around and say, actually, you know what? Handguns kill more people every single year than assault rifles ever could dream of killing. And they admit that themselves with ABC, CNN. They admit that themselves. They already know this, but that's what it's all about. Misinformation, disinformation, however you want to put it, to try to scare people. It's the big bad AR-15, so we can get that away from them, and then we'll say, you know what, silly us, we actually found out that handguns do most of the killings. You know why you don't hear about them? Because it's all about the gang violence, the inner city shootings that go on a daily basis.
They're young. Sometimes they make silly decisions. They do.
Say Chicago, New York, and what do they have in common? Baltimore, Atlanta, all these places. What is it? Oh, they have the strictest gun laws in the nation, but somehow they have the most crimes as far as shootings go with handguns. I believe in 2021 it was just under 6,000 people were killed with handguns. When you compare that to the assault rifles, the AR-15s, oh, it's a little bit under, I believe, 450. So let's compare and contrast. What's more of the problem? It's all about getting that so they can sweep and pull the rug and say, actually, it's the AR-15 that we thought was doing most of the killings, but really, it's these assault handguns. That's going to be the next thing. The assault handguns that we need to ban. The whole thing is to completely get guns out of law-abiding citizens' hands.
Not a joke.
You think there's going to be a gun-free zone and criminals are going to see the sign and say, okay, I'm not going to do no business here. I'm going to just stay away from, or somebody's going to hold up a gun to somebody. You're going to look at them and say, are you crazy? This is a gun-free zone. What are you doing with that in here? You're not supposed to have that. Criminals do not abide by the law. That's why you have all of these shootings aren't by law-abiding citizens. There's not law-abiding citizens killing these people in the hood and in the streets, or these sick individuals. Think about a person's mindset that will go inside of a school and take the lives of children, or somebody that will go up in a mall or a movie theater just for no reason and kill as many people as they can. And they already know going into that situation period, the likelihood of them coming out alive is slim to none. So they're already going in there with the intent, I'm going to take out as many people as possible and I'm not going to make it out of here. That's why they have the manifestos and they're crying about their lives and all this other stuff. It's these people with mental disorders, these people that are very, very unstable that do these shootings. It's not people that obey the law and people that go about it the right way. The objective to have a handgun, AR, shotgun, SMG, whatever you want to call it, whatever gun you may have.
You don't need an AR-15. It's harder to aim, it's harder to use, and in fact, you don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun.
The whole point behind it is to have it as, it's almost like as a shield, right? That's what you want to have it as. You want it to rust and collect dust and you never have to use it on another individual, right? That's what I mean by rust and collect dust. Not that you're not supposed to use it on a weekend basis. Make sure you stay sharp and all that other stuff. You should practice and all that because, you know, things deteriorate over time. But the objective is to never have to use it on another human being. That is the goal of every responsible irresponsible gun owner, period. Somebody with ill intent or a crazy individual just wants to hurt people. Just like if I have a car, you can give me a brand new Denali or something and nothing will ever happen. But put that car in the hands of somebody demented and they'll probably run over some people and try to kill them with it. That's the difference. Somebody that's of sane mind isn't out there looking to hurt people, but they know that. But it's all about the objective. It's all about disarming American citizens. That's the whole ploy at the end of the day. When you look at it, and you'll look at stories where guns prevent a lot of crime from happening even before it starts up. Or you'll even look at a pregnant woman that saved her husband in the whole situation for robbers that were tearing him up with an AR-15, the big scary assault rifle that they want people to believe is a fully automatic weapon, which they know is not the case whatsoever. All these people proposing these laws and these crackdowns and all this stuff, when they see it doesn't work in the cities they represent, they don't even know what they're talking about.
It made it harder for people to buy stabilized braces. Put a pistol on a brace, it turns into a gun. Makes it more, you can have a higher caliber weapon, a higher caliber bullet coming out of that gun. It's essentially turning it into a short barrel rifle. The idea that you could sell, my legislation says there can be no more than 8 bullets in a round. Okay.
So those are the kind of people that we have to listen to, the people that will leave $85 billion worth of equipment over in Afghanistan and leave, what was it, like 600,000 fully automatic, now those are automatic weapons, to leave those to the Taliban, to a terrorist organization, right? So we're going to listen to them. Or somebody that can misplace a fighter jet, and we don't know where it's at. There's something with that whole situation too. We have a fighter jet, the pilot objects himself, and we don't know where it's at. It's just flying and all, but they can find grandmas on January 6th, right? They can find all this stuff, or a hacker, right, that leaked out all this information about the FBI. They can find him within lickety-split, within seconds, but they can't find a fighter jet, is what you want to tell me? But they can keep track of all these charges, or like Venmo, anything that's going to be over $600. They can make sure they're on top of that, or every nickel and dime that you owe to the federal government in taxes, but they cannot find a fighter jet, or they're going to leave actual machine guns with the terrorist organization. And these are the people that we're supposed to be listening to. The only thing that just kills me with this whole situation is that they know that 2/3 of all of these crimes, all of these killings are done with handguns. But what does that tell you when they regurgitate this message and they know better? That it's all a stunt, that it's all a ploy, and these people are not genuine, and people see it for what it really is.
Doesn't make any sense, does it? Well, no, it makes perfect sense.
So you guys let me know your thoughts about this, or the brilliant expertise of The View. And I even saw somewhere they did a study in 2019 that hammers and knives actually kill more people than the big bad assault rifles, but they'll never talk about that whatsoever. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you guys could please share so we can get it out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one.